Yo, Beth, that shit crazy.
I had to get on here because I had to gather my thoughts after I woke up at like 3 o'clock to like maybe 100 texts. So normally when that happens, it's like the Lakers lose, somebody got hurt, the Cowboys, something crazy while my friends and people are making fun of me. But I get the notification that Luka is traded to the Lakers for Anthony Davis. Luka. Now, when I see this, I'm like, how? When? Why? We didn't even know that this was a thing. There was no rumblings, nothing. This was like a thief in the night type of trade. Am I upset? A little bit. And I'll tell you why. Anthony Davis has proved his value over the last few years for the Lakers. Didn't start off that way, or, after the championship, the injuries and all that stuff, but he's been a lot more durable. LeBron and him are trying to get another piece. He's been angling for another big, saying that they're a piece away. They're a couple of pieces away. Started to play really, really well. They even beat the Knicks last night with no Anthony Davis as he's recovering from the ab strain. So when I see this, I'm like, well, we need a big when Anthony Davis was here. You trade for Luka now, we still don't have a big. Oh, Marquise, okay, we got Morris. He's not a big. So what is the reason behind this trade? I think the reason behind this trade is that Rob Pelinka saw an opportunity because I don't think that he was ever going to trade Anthony Davis. I think it was going to be one of those situations where AD had to come to him and say, I'm out. For him to say, all right, cool, we're gonna make the decision. But he's looking at it like, oh, it's Luka. I gotta make this deal. But here's the problem that I have. The Mavs came to you. After coming off an NBA Finals, losing, but getting there, the Mavs came to you for their 25-year-old superstar and says, is Anthony Davis around? Is he available? So you're just thinking about Luka, but the Mavs are looking at a guy that is having conditioning problems. They're scared to give him the super max. And they found a partner that's willing to look at the shiny new toy and say, oh, Luka. Yeah, we'll take him. So my thing is that, okay, you got Luka. Now what? You still need a big. So I hope that the moves are not done on LA side. But the partnering between LeBron and Luka, they're kind of like the same player. What happens to Austin Reeves? Then you trade Max Christie, who was actually starting to play good. So where's our 3-and-D wings? So for me, the message that you're telling me right now is that you're not punting the season, but if things go another way, you don't really care. Because you have your superstar for the future. I've said a while ago that I am not a big fan of Luka just because he doesn't keep his body in the best of shape. Guys like that don't age well. So if the Dallas Mavericks are looking at a 25-year-old with conditioning problems, how are the Lakers supposed to look at this guy? He just came off of finals. Success. Best season of his career in regards to getting where they wanted to be. So if he wasn't motivated to get back in shape after getting to the finals, what makes you think that he's going to be motivated playing in Los Angeles with the toughest media and the toughest crowd and toughest fan base on the planet when it comes to basketball? These are the things that I think about. Luka's game doesn't really mesh well with Austin Reeves. So now is Austin Reeves going to get traded? Is Dalton Connect gone now? You have to have a specialty, certain type of guys to put around a Luka Doncic. So for this year, I don't like it. Because I think that the Lakers were a couple of pieces away from really contending in the West. They're sitting at like, what, 4th or 5th place right now behind Denver? They're not that bad. Got a big game coming up against the Clippers. Like, come on now. Now, I get it. Anthony Davis was probably not even going to play, but Luka's not going to play. I don't think that he's going to get cleared until like February 8th or something like that. Come on now. So I understand that it's a pivot for the future, but what about LeBron? LeBron ain't waiting around for this. He may want to play with Luka, but I don't know. Maybe Luka can be able to help him have less responsibility on the ball. Or is this LeBron's last year? Or is it actually time to trade LBJ? Is he going to go to management to say, all right, let's see what's out there. There's not going to be much. You're not going to get a haul for LeBron James at this point. So you got to take what you can get. Reports is that he didn't know, Luka didn't know, AD didn't know. But once AD figured it out and found out, then he said, all right, cool, I'm going to waive my trade kicker so I can help y'all get some more pieces because I want to win. Will they win? I think they're in 8th or 10th spot right now. They have a big problem. They got Lively. They got, what's the other guy's name? Gafford. So they're going to have to move somebody. And can Kyrie and AD coexist? Absolutely they can. AD is the best defensive big in the league. He's been that way for years. But long term, this doesn't help Dallas at all. AD's 31. He's going to be good for about the next 3.5 years. At his peak is what I'm saying. Is this team going to be good enough with a Kyrie Irving at 33 and he might start to show some wear and tear and injury concerns down the line? Same thing with AD. But for a GM and an owner to say, we will rather take that risk than deal with Luka and the contract that's looming. That to me is a scary situation. So I know Laker fans are excited. Hell, I'm even optimistic because it's Luka. I'm not a fan of his play style, but I understand what comes with Luka. But if a team is willing to just dump him like this after a successful season, you have to look at it with a side eye like, there got to be more to this. We've seen Zion in another situation have weight concerns. He's looking good right now. I understand that. But is Luka going to be motivated to get himself in the best shape? Is LeBron going to be able to stick around and say, you know what? Let me help the homie out. Let me see if I can be able to show him a few things that maybe he didn't know. Because he showed AD. AD took care of his body. He started to be a lot more durable the last few years because he was buddy-buddy with LeBron. So we'll see. But let's quell all the other rumors in regards to LeBron was growing tired of AD. He already, posted something about that. That's cap. I don't know where they got that from. This was owner to owner, GM to GM saying, let's keep this in the tuck. If we're going to make this move, we're going to make it right now before anything leaks. I think both teams are happy. The Dallas Maverick fans are not happy. How could they be? How could they be? Luka was supposed to be their future. Their Dirk Nowitzki. There's no more Luka in Dallas? That seems weird. So yeah, I saw that there was a post that there was like millions of people unsubscribed to the Dallas Mavericks Instagram page. But hey, I get it. but give the team a chance before y'all jump ship. For me, like I said, I am concerned about his durability and his weight. I've always been. You go back and listen to some of my shows or my audios or whatever it is, I've always said this about Luka. If he can be able to get himself in prime shape, Luka could be the best player we've seen in our era because of his skill set. He's not super athletic, so that's not going to affect his game going forward as he ages. His conditioning and his body is going to affect him as he ages. That's the concern. So am I happy? I'm set up in regards to being a Laker fan for the next 10 years. Young guy, 25 years old, about to be 26. Yeah, okay. LeBron's not going to play forever, so we need somebody here. But is Luka going to be able to attract the type of players that you want? He couldn't do it in Dallas. Can he do it in LA? Are people willing to sign up to play with a guy with that type of style? Ball dominant, dribbles the air out of the basketball, is a dynamo passing, takes way too many threes for me, and makes some difficult and takes some difficult shots. And is a terrible defender. So a team that struggled with wing defense, team that struggled with interior presence, with AD there, now we got this dude that don't play no defense. There's videos out there that shows Luka, he plays no defense. So for me, I don't know if I don't even know how to feel. My wife was like, I feel for you, man. I don't get this. She was like, what about LeBron? She keeps asking me, what about LeBron? I don't know what to tell her. I don't want to see LeBron go, but I understand if he did. Just look at this. What? The one thing that I see that's interesting about this, though, is that Dallas chose the 29 pick. That's still going to be very relevant. The Lakers will still probably be good in 29. Why wouldn't you take the 31 or the third, like something later on? A lot of questions. Y'all got people hitting me up. Why do the Lakers, how can they keep doing this? What do you mean keep doing what? Chris Paul got denied years ago. Right? We got Anthony Davis. Okay, cool. But look what we gave up. We gave up a lot. I knew that the Lakers had their eyes on Luka. And I've seen rumblings the last few years. Even this offseason, I was just like, Luka? What? So it makes me think that there might have been some conversations being had between Nico Harrison and Rob Pelinka. And they finally got together and made the deal. I think Nico was just like, oh, I think I'm ready. So you want Luka? Rob's like, Luka Garza? No. Luka Doncic. You want LeBron? No. We don't want LeBron. We know LeBron's your guy. What about the other guy, though, AD? Yeah. I mean, you did hear what he said. He called me out. Said that he needed another big, and we so yeah, take him. Like that easy conversation. Hey, is AD around? Can we get Luka? Sure. So like, share, and subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think, man. Just wild.